This is Roland Leong, Managing Editor of Shotgun Report. We're doing another chronograph pattern and data analysis for, this time, the AVCI 12 gauge 7/8 ounce load, 7.5 shot at 1,300 feet per second advertised, measured at 40 yards, shot through a Beretta DT11 with MullerU3 choke. Chronographed using an Oler 35P chronograph with the first screen 8 feet from the muzzle. The software used is the Shotgun Analyzer version 4.1.5 by Target Telemetrics, run on a Windows 11 laptop. Here is the chronograph tape from the Oler chronograph. We took 5 shots through the chronograph. Fastest load was 1317. The slowest load was 1307. The extreme spread was 10 feet per second. The average was 1312, and the standard deviation was 3 feet per second. These readings are accurate to 1 to 2 feet per second. If you liked this video, please click the subscribe and the thumbs up icons. This is the first pattern analyzed. As you can see, it was slightly skewed up and to the right from the middle of the target. Still, we recorded 239 pellets on the paper. Of those 239 pellets, 36 were in the 10-inch green circle, 110 were in the 20-inch green circle, and 178 were within the 30-inch green circle. 150 were within the 25-inch red circle. You can read for yourself the densities within each of those circles and the rest of the data in this column. The pattern percent, 74.48% of the pellets that hit the paper were within this 30-inch green circle. The shot ratio, 65% of the pellets were above this horizontal line, and 35% were below this horizontal line. This was the second target. The second target, 280 pellets hit the target. The pattern was a little bit more centered on the paper. And you can read the results for yourself and examine at your leisure. The purple areas on each of the patterns, these are areas where there are no pellets and where a standard target normal tilt could slip through and not be hit by a pellet. 75.71% of all the pellets that hit the target were within this green 30-inch circle. That's equivalent to perhaps an extra full choke. This is the third target. Again, all the data is up here for you to view. 252 pellets hit the target. The pattern was centered slightly above and to the left of the aim point. Again, the purple blotches indicate areas where a standard clay target at normal tilt could escape without being hit by any pellets. The 73%, 73.8% of the pellets that hit the pattern paper were within this 30-inch green circle, this outer 30-inch green circle. 74% of the pellets were above this horizontal line, and 26% were below this line. This is the fourth target. 261 pellets hit the target. And again, same types of results and analysis are available for you to, the data is all here for you to take a look at. The final target, 254 pellets hit the target. In this particular instance, we get slightly lower percentage of pellets within the 30-inch circle, 68.11, still very close to a full choke. In case you're wondering, these black rectangular shapes that you see were, there were blotches of artifact grease spots that I needed to block out because the program was identifying them as these grease spots as pellet holes, and I needed to block them out, or otherwise the program was going to count them as pellet holes when they clearly were not. They were basically white spaces on the paper with no pellet holes that had grease spots on them, artifacts on them, and I needed to block them out so that they wouldn't register as pellet holes. So they were just basically, corrections that I needed to do on the image so that the program would read the correct number of pellets that actually struck the target paper. So that's the final pattern. Summary and opinion. In looking through the screenshots of the pattern analysis for the AVCI 7/8 ounce shells, the kill zone analysis seems to present with a lot of areas that a standard clay at the normal tilt would be able to escape without being hit. In contrast to that vision or image of all these areas that have no pellets, the program still calculates a 94% kill percentage probability that a clay will be hit by one pellet. And it was our experience on the field observing shooter using the 7/8 ounce AVCIs that they were breaking targets with good authority. So our conclusion is that the shells were essentially performing a lot better than this kill zone analysis graph or graphs would indicate. We're essentially saying we think that the graphs are these pictograms are rather maybe somewhat misleading and vis-a-vis what the field performance actually indicates, and we basically are saying that we feel that the field performance outweighs the graphic nature of the kill zone analysis. Our opinion is that the 7/8 ounce shells chronograph very, very, very well and perform more than satisfactorily on the field. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like and subscribe buttons.